Hey there, so what we've done is we have attached our lace to our sleeve, right? So there is the pins, and I've made a start, okay? And it's like a double back stitch, and I'll show you that in a second. Everybody's doing their garden today, so there's a lot of noise with machines, so I'll carry on anyway. I've waited all day to try and do this, thinking they'd finished, but they haven't finished, so just have to carry on. Okay. So far, this is what it's looking like. Okay, the machine's going on in the background. People's getting their grass cut and things like that, so this is what it's looking like. So it really finishes off the sleeve, and then this part will attach here. So another way that we were talking about the run stitch, you go down and then through. Well, the double back stitch, as I call it, there's probably a name for it. You go down underneath and then come back to where your last stitch ended. So, let me show you. Right, so you probably not see the stitches with all this white thread. And of course the machine's getting louder. So, it's where we're finished. We come through. And then start where your last stitch ended and come through. Again, your last stitch ended and come through. So it's like a continual stitch, the way a machine would be, but it's double backed at the back. I don't know if you can see the stitches there because of the fabric. Well, the fabric all blends in with the stitching. So, just fixing this. So, where my last stitch ended, and go underneath. So you're always redoing over where you last left off, but you're going forward as well. So you go back because the thread is underneath, so you're going back over the top and then pushing that through. Hope that makes sense. Of course the machine stops now. So of course the machine stops now, but I'll get my pins sorted out here. And then you're doing this direction. So I hope that makes sense. So this is our sleeve, okay? And we have got all the lace onto it. And this is the seam inside. So what I need to do now is to create like a waistband or edging for this area here. So just get some fabric. So this is our fabric. And I'm just going to measure with some pins where I need to cut to. The birds are out now singing. I'm just going to put this together like here, and we'll do a bit of a seam allowance and an overlap as well. So to here and then here. Up to about there just for an overlap as well. I'll just cut it roughly because it's only for me this. And start this side and just cut it straight as much as possible. I need better scissors, I think, but my other scissors are upstairs in the loft. So I'll just use these for now. So it's going to be like a 1/2 inch. So 4 1/2 inches. So now we are going to pin this on the right side of the fabric. What's that there? Here we are. So that's this funny shape that we've got, this square shape for our arm to go through, and I need some pins. First of all, I need to stitch this down. I want to put this here and do an overlap and stitch it down by about 2 inches, and then the seam is free here. So I'll stitch that down first, and then we'll attach our edging on the right side, and can't wait.